Hey guys, if you like the content in my videos that I'm posting, you could like and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell to be notified of any of my new videos. And also you can comment below to express your thoughts. Welcome. This is The Day Show, and I'm Day Summers. Today I wanted to talk about things that we hold in our values system. Now, I know a lot has been going on about the R. Kelly situation, and believe me, I really didn't want to talk about it because I think the whole thing is a sad, awful, awful story. I don't take pleasure in seeing so much hurt and pain and all this insanity that is going on around anyone, especially someone who had went through such a bad turn of events in their lives. But I started to think about the value systems that were around, that's around all of us, to allow something like that to just keep going on. And I really like that artist. I really like R. Kelly. I liked his music. He was very talented, very soulful, it seemed to me. Even when I heard of the first time of him doing what he was doing with, I guess, Aaliyah, or, other things that had happened with this particular subject with him, I kind of, brushed it off. And I know that's, I don't want to be a hypocrite and be like, oh, he's a horrible person and we shouldn't. But when it was first told to us, a lot of people turned away. So I don't want to be that type of a person to just sit and try to judge him, like that, because I would have to judge myself and my own actions with certain things like this. Because, with even though he's a big star and all this other stuff, and are we the type of people to just brush away things when we see such high profile people do these type of things, or anyone do these type of things? Where are our value systems going to be at that we're to where we would care about what's happening around in situations like this? When I heard about how the parents of the girls and the kids that were being brought to him by their parents, all I can think about is, how much did you care for your children, other than versus how much you cared for money? And it was just so sad to me. I don't have hardly anything, but I care enough about my family and what's going on with them. Maybe I shouldn't be a judge so harshly, because, it does say that we shouldn't judge people, but I don't understand it. And I don't understand how it was so widespread, because it was something that almost as if it was being somewhat socially acceptable, because that's how many people were turning their heads. He had other artists singing with him, and they had to know something. He had, producers and executives and things like that, just catering to it. And then also, he didn't have anyone that cared for him. anyone to say to him, are you okay? What are you doing? Do you understand what you're doing? And, did he need help, And the fact that he himself, he's a hurting man. He's a hurt person, with the stuff in his life. And people kind of will take advantage of that. And maybe he just felt, well, hey, they took advantage of me. I'm going to take advantage of whatever I could. Maybe that was his thought, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying not to judge him because I don't, I know that's hypocritical of me to sit and judge another person that I don't know nothing about. So, I only know stories about him. So I don't know what really is his thing there. But I kind of want to judge people who should have known better. And that's where I say there's a lot of hypocrisy, because there were lots of people around him that knew better. I mean, he knew better, but there were other people who really knew better. And they could have been strong enough to say, no, I don't need this money that bad. I don't know. And a lot of the people that were surrounding by him, that were ignoring it, were people who had money. So I don't understand what was the root of them doing it. Maybe they wanted power and they felt that this was the only way to get it. All in all, their value system to me is wayward of core value systems of caring and of having compassion with other people who are human. I don't think that they would even treat their pets that bad. They wouldn't allow someone to treat a dog or a cat or animal that bad. Why would you walk away if they're treating another person that bad? Now, we do have the situation, though, too, that a lot of these women are not being forced. And that's where I say their value system is very screwed up. This is a subculture. This is something that's being taught to people to care about money more than they care about their life, their dignity, having compassion for each other. And that's the worst way to be. So I feel that is something that we should be more concentrated on. And how are people being taught to grow up and be like this? And why? What hurt or pain did these people have in their life to where they feel that they would have to teach other people, their children, to grow up and be sort of like predators and have no values, no compassion, because that's what they turn out to become. That's what R. Kelly became. He became a predator, and that's not good. So I think maybe we should look at this in a more wider perspective and not be so hypocritical to say, oh, well, he should be looked down on. He should be corrected. Point blank, yes, he should be. But at the same time, maybe we should also be corrected and taught and figure out why we would allow this to happen over money, or over trying to get power, or over trying to get the bag or the coin or anything like that. Is more important than anything. Now, it's important to get the coin, the bag, the money. All that's very important. But is it more important than human life? Is it more important than our compassion, our souls? Maybe that's something that we all need to think about, as a society. So it does not mess with our conscience and we feel guilty. And that was it. That was all I wanted to talk about. I just think maybe we should think about our values, what our values are and what our commitment to it. If we have core values or if we just have soulless values. And I mean, it's a value to love money. It's a value to not care. You know, that's something, it's not good values, it's not core values, but it's values. So what values do we have? I care about humanity, so that's my value. That's my thought. What are your thoughts? I'll talk to y'all later. Leave your comments down below. Thank you.